Blessings in abundance. You know the name of the game. You know my motto, I'm too smart to be broke. And so today's monologue is about they are still giving away free money, still giving away lots of money, and mostly rich people will be the ones that take advantage of it. Poor people, lower income people, people in who have a median range that's a little below the levels, people who are not at the standard of wealth per annual, they most likely won't take advantage. And that's the conversation we got to have right now. That's right. They're giving away money, and mostly rich people will be the only ones to take advantage of it. And let's talk about it. Make sure you share this video. And this is why I came up with the credit restoration service. Peace to the family. That is inclusive of a mentorship that puts us on the map. So let's start off, shall we? So we have the X1. I told you guys for the Facebook community I was going to go into a monologue about this. I did it on Instagram. Okay, so for the X1, this is a smart credit card. We're going to have a great discussion about this. Smart credit card. You know, I love hip hop, but when it comes to credit, it's heavy metal. It's time for heavy metal. You know, when my shit drop, it sounds like cling clang. When they say paper or plastic, I say neither. Give me metal. All right? So this is a smart credit card. Imagine having a credit card that doesn't have a late fee or an annual fee or foreign transaction fee. You may say, what the hell is that? The world is changing, and we have to acclimate ourselves to what's called fintech solutions. So I want you guys to take that in consideration. This is my unlimited American Express metal card. Taking my time out. Next stream or two, I'm going to add another metal card to the equation so you guys can get in tune with what's going on. Okay? I'm going to add another metal card to the equation. But let's keep going. This is my view. You know, my view changes. I travel so much, my view changes like I'm bipolar. Bars. All right, let me keep going. So, yeah. Let me keep going. Stop worrying about them fake pages. It's not me messaging you. They message every single post I ever do down the line for whatever I've ever done. It's just impossible to stop it. Email me at brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to get started. That's how we beat the system. On Facebook, I just definitely don't respond to people on Facebook because it's ridiculous. Okay? It's ridiculous. Email brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to spend $2,000 to get access to anywhere between $100,000 to $300,000 inside of 90 business days. Okay? And what's going to happen is we're going to give you a caseworker. The caseworker is going to work with you exclusively and immediately based on your credit. You got me as your mentor. I'm going to prepare you for the monies that will be coming in. So you have a plethora of options and broaden your perspective about investment opportunities that you can take so you could grow the money that you get. Because what we don't want is a bunch of success stories of people getting the money and then documentaries on them like whatever happened to those people that made all that money with Brother Polight. Because that's what was happening initially. People would get the money and they would mess it up. So now we're doing mentorship as part of the service. So you get a caseworker that's going to work with your credit exclusively and immediately. So once you pay your $2,000, we're going to make an assessment based on your credit. And in making that assessment, we'll know what kind of caseworker to assign to you that specializes in what we need to do to remove negative items or add positive items to your report. The reason why adding positive items to your report is so important is so we can leverage those results. So you've earned the credibility of the different bureaus so that you can be approved for loans that you do not have to pay back. Say, for instance, the employee retention credit that ranges to $26,500 per person that's a part of your company. You don't have to pay that back. $26,500 per person. That's one of the new programs that's available. Okay? The ERC, Employee Retention Credit. Okay? And so you look everything up that I talk about. Always consult actual financial advisor, CPA, accountant, whomever, because I'm just a 9th grade dropout. The only thing that I have that's valuable is success, the money that I made, my experience. And yes, that should loan me a great deal of credibility, but nonetheless, I don't want you to just be believers of me. I want you to double check any information I give you. And even when I'm doing the mentorship, I'm just sharing information for knowledgeable purposes. I want you to go check it out. You have plenty of time during the mentorship when I'm coaching you to look up the information that the high school dropout is giving you to verify if what I'm saying is correct. So when I talk to you about QRPs or qualified retirement plans or cash and tax deferrable compensation arrangement plans, when I talk to you about PIH or private interest holdings, when I talk to you about UCC1 financing statements and making amendments in the UCC3 and establishing a trust and making your trust the creditor and your LLC the debtor, or opening up a type B private gift company, when I talk to you about these different things, you can look them up. But I have the vision and the plan and the stratagems that I've employed that has allowed me to amass a great deal of wealth. So again, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. When you have the $2,000 available to spend for the service, you don't have to contact us and tell us you'll be ready a month down the line. Don't have us call you and then when we pick up, the flu flam is in and you really tricked us into talking to you about something else. It's not cool. Right now, this is our point of focus, to get everybody as much as money as possible. So one of the things I was talking to you about is this A1. Okay? That's one thing I've been talking to you about, the A1. Pardon me, the X1. The X1 credit card. So with smart credit cards in general, this particular card, there's only 350,000 members in the world. Worldwide. And I'm one of them. Okay? And the beauty about smart credit cards is we normally find ourselves in a conundrum. You leave your full name and your phone number, brotherpolight45@gmail.com. It's actually pinned to the top, brother POLIGHT at gmail.com. It's pinned to the top. Okay? Yeah, that's what we do. When we say remove negative items off your report, let me make it clear so you don't call and ask. That means anything that seems like negativity that's holding you back on your credit. Okay? That means collections. That means bankruptcies. That means student loans. That means foreclosures. That means repossessions. That means evictions. Anything that is negative, we remove negativity. Okay? We go in there, we do an exorcism, and we get rid of the negativity that's in your credit report. Then we add positive items. That could be as simple as a phone number, an email, or a new address, and or a combination of all three. Why? Because these are the major identifiers for what you've been doing credit history-wise. So maybe we need to make you anew. Meaning, your email normally connects you to your spending habits or debts. Your phone number connects you to your spending habits and your debts. Your address connects you to your spending habits or debts. So something as simple as changing with phone number, email, and mailing address in that order. And the reason why I say in that order is because you get a new phone number. Then when you get a new email address, you have to connect a phone number to it. And then when you get a new address, you have to connect your phone number and email to the new address. So you get phone number, email address, and then mailing address. And your mailing address would be in an area that has a median income that far surpasses the one that you're already in. So therefore, it looks like you've grown exponentially. So inside of 2-3 months, credit bureaus make an interpretation about a FedEx or UPS mailing address. You won't use USPS. You'll use FedEx or UPS. And bureaus interpret that address as domestic, or they interpret that as residential. But to look at your previous address and then see that you're in a new community that's making over $100,000 more on average than the one you was in, or over $200,000 more on average than the one you was in, and you've still been managing to thrive in that community 2-3 months later, never mind you just using it as a mailing address, it's going to boost up your credit significantly over 75 points, maybe even 100. Okay, so adding positive items could be also adding a business and reporting the business that you have to the credit bureaus. So there's different ways to add positive items. The reason why we'll be adding positive items, because sometimes you might need to do that to leverage opportunities that's available to you to get money that you don't have to pay back. There are instances where you need a business, but your business might need to be open for at least 2 or more years. Okay, and then your business is open for 2 or more years, but you probably have a sole proprietorship, meaning you're the only one making money in the business. You don't necessarily have employees. Well, we'll show you how to make your children employees legally, how to make friends and family employees. Or if you don't have the business history nor the employees, we'll show you how to get a shelf corporate. We'll show you how to borrow or use previous business history that wasn't yours for your own. And this is also legal. It's just the same way there's people who sell their business history, okay, that's still in good standing. Businesses that are still in good standing, okay? Just like how you could undersign someone to your credit cards and hope that they don't mess up your credit cards or mess up your credit. It's very similar to business, okay? So you could do that. It's very similar, okay? So you get that going. Is this process possible without changing mailing address? Changing mailing address might be necessary. Not definitely necessary. It depends on the person that we're dealing with. We have to do an audit of your credit. Once we audit your credit, then we can make an assessment and say, this is our approach that we're going to take that can get us the monies that you need to get that you don't have to pay back. And also, when you get those monies, we want 10% on the back end. So if I help you get 200,000, I want 20,000. If I help you get 100,000, I want 10,000. I had a Negro say, well, why you got to get so much and you already charged me 2,000? Because you don't have to pay the money back. And if I charge you 20,000 up front, if I charge you 15,000 up front, if I charge you $30,000 up front because you could get 300,000, do you have 30,000 up front? Will you be comfortable paying $30,000 to get your credit repaired so I can leverage the results so you should get access to the money? No. So I charge $2,000, which I should be charging $3,000, which I'm going back to very soon. I'm charging $2,000, which covers me paying the caseworker over $640 in mail, and the assistant that's also playing a significant role. The reason why mail costs so much because we're mailing it out to 30 different credit bureaus and financial institutions alike, and we're sending out registered mail via signature confirmation, green card receipt, so it goes through a chain of custody, so at least 3 people down the line can bear witness that the mail has been sent out. So there's a $20,000, $30,000 fine for every letter that these bureaus choose to ignore, which they won't ignore. They'll deal with the matter expeditiously. This is a fact. Okay? So again, for the credit restoration service, you email us at brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name, your phone number. Leave your full name and your phone number. When you are ready, only when you're ready, to pay the $2,000 to get access to over 6 figures. We will work on several different grants and forgivable loan opportunities to work on your behalf. We'll work on several opportunities for you to get access to money that you don't have to pay back. That's what we do. If your credit is bad, you don't have to call us and say, but if my credit is bad, is it going to stop me from getting the money? We repair credit. For those of you that say you have good credit, if you have good credit, you shouldn't need us. You should be able to go get you access to 200 grand just like that. You should be able to get you some unlimited credit cards. You should. No, but that's not going to happen, is it? Because your credit isn't as good as you think it is. It's just a number. And you're only talking to me about one number. My credit score is. I'm like, your credit score. There's over 30 different bureaus. And that's what's hindering you. So we have to raise the scores of the bureaus that you're not aware of in order for us to give you the opportunities that should be made available to people such as yourself who didn't know the nuances of credit that disables them from getting a black card, disables them from getting what they need to get these monies. All right? That's what I'm talking about. What can you do? What can you do with the money? I don't understand the question. The same thing you do with all the money you've been spending all these years. The same thing. So, okay, the X1 card is dope because people say, well, I got bad credit and no one's trusting me to build up my credit. And the only thing I know how to do is probably a secure card and put my own money on it. But I don't even have enough money to put on the secure card so I can create a utilization ratio that is becoming to the bureau so I can grow my credit fast. So what happens when you have bad credit and you need to build credit and no one trusts you and you have to get in debt in order to build credit? Well, that's kind of cliche and not necessarily true. It's a half truth. You don't necessarily have to get into debt nowadays in order to build credit. You gotta have great income to build credit. So if you have good income, satisfactory income, great income, you can qualify for a smart card. Maybe not this one in particular. This one only has 350 members around the world, one of which I am. Seeing is knowing. That's all. That's the only reason I show it. Heavy metal times. You know, love hip hop, but when it comes to credit, we deal with heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? We deal with heavy metal. Love hip hop, but we deal with heavy metal. X1, American Express, and we're gonna throw the black card in there. We're gonna keep it going. Watch what happens. Just gradually building up the cards in front of you, and break down the paradigm, because definitely a paradigm shift in the way money is being dealt with, and that's why I said we have to start exploring fintech solutions and learning how to navigate more when it comes to making monies off of insurance, making monies off of credit, because no one's sitting here actually with hundreds of $1,000s under their mattress. Rich people are actually using credit to make purchases. So when you get unlimited credit cards, or when you get opportunities, when you get an unlimited credit card and you're able to spend, they let you swipe $100,000 to $300,000 at a time. You're not really supposed to have that credit card to use for $80 transactions or $1,200 transactions. No one's really telling you when you get an unlimited credit card, you should swipe it to make investments, to get you in the game, investments you wouldn't otherwise had the paper money available for or life savings for, because it literally would be a life saving for us, probably 5 life savings, right? So what I'm explaining to people is we'll put you in position to also get unlimited cards, and you'll make informed decisions so you could swipe that bitch and get you an investment property or something of some sort that you know will definitely make you monies. So this is what people are doing. They're using real estate monies. They're using, insurance monies. They're using credit to make huge investments that they otherwise would not have made. But our people are so nervous about credit cards that if they did get a large limit, they don't realize that the unlimited cards are contingent upon the type of spending you make. So if you continuously spend $80 and $100 here and $400 there on an unlimited card, then the limit is, I know it's called unlimited, but then the limit is going to go down to how much you can spend, because some of them are contingent upon what you spend on an average. Polight, what if you had bankruptcy? So you might have missed the beginning. We remove negative items off your report, so it doesn't matter. Our job is to get rid of anything negative going on your report. Negativity is consistent of student loans. It's consistent of bankruptcy. It's consistent of foreclosures, repossessions, evictions, all of the above. So don't worry about it. We work on getting these cards in your business name and also for you personally. We get it all done. We all come up with a plan and vision. Once we audit your credit, game time. So again, it takes place inside of 60 business days. You know, let me show you the views. Let me show you the views. Let me get myself ready. Let's get out there. Let's get in touch. Let's get in touch with the world. Word. Let's get in touch with the world. Hold on real quick, y'all. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Enjoy the view as I see the view. Go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Yeah. I'm tired of addressing the fake pages. Just deal with the email. Don't respond to nobody in the comments posing as me, because I don't comment on Facebook because it's out of control. They literally comment. If I got 20,000 comments, the machine is commenting to all 20,000. Inbox me, brother. Talk to me, brother. They shit is too slick. So I don't even respond in comments. I just tell everybody, if you want to touch base and you're ready for the service, go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. That's POLIGHT 45@gmail.com. Leave your full name, your phone number, and let's get to work. That's right. Okay. So I gotta handle business on both phones. Hey, gotta handle. I was working both phones. Okay. You know, don't believe the rhetoric dude giving you. So a man says he dropped out of school. Make sure you double check everything he says. Hold on, let me see something. So I say, make sure you double check everything I say. Go to a financial advisor, go to a CPA, an accountant of some sort, and double check everything that I'm saying. Go to an insurance provider. And someone says, don't trust what I say. The rhetoric. Do you know what it is to deal with rhetoric? Do you know what rhetorical means? Like, be educated, man, before you make statements like that. How could facts be rhetoric? I'm giving you names and references. And then if you were to ask these people, show me your credit cards. What if your student loans are in good standing? If it's not bothering your credit, it doesn't bother us. If it's bothering your credit, it bothers us and we have to fix it. You know, sometimes with the questions, once you guys to really think them through, we only deal with whatever's negative. If it's positive, that's good. But if, like I said, if you say you got so-called good credit, we still got to go communicate with the 30 different bureaus. We still got to spend over $640 worth of data. Worth of correspondences, because we have to get you approved for money you don't have to pay back. These are monies that wealthy people are taking advantage of for their business loans, small and big. These are monies that wealthy people have always been taking advantage of, no matter what the circumstance is, no matter what the acronym is, whether it's EIDL, whether it's PPP, whether it's ERC, whatever part of the alphabet, whatever part of the 10 to 15% of the letters that they're taking out the alphabet to construct these models where you don't have to pay monies back, we're normally out the loop. And then when we apply for it, because we applied for it wrong, they deny us because we attempt to apply for it by ourselves. Or then when we do get some monies, we getting it from predatory lenders that you trust affectionately called banks, and it throws you off. So again, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. When you're ready, leave your full name and your phone number. When you're ready to spend your $2,000 to get access to anywhere between $100,000 to $300,000 inside of 60 business days. You'll get a caseworker assigned to you. They'll deal with your credit exclusively and immediately. You'll get me as your mentor, and I'll prepare you for the monies that'll be coming in. So you have a business plan and working model. So you you might be interested in the ideas that I share with you, so you could grow your money when it comes, but always double check the information. And you also will get access to the website so you could track your progress. But first, allow us to do some work within the first week or two, so we could do a proper audit and make an assessment about our approach towards empowering you. So again, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number. Brother, POLIGHT 45@gmail.com is also pinned to the top. Talk to me nice. It's so bright out here, I can barely see. Talk to me nice. I can barely see the phone. And let's get to it, y'all. Have a glorious and marvelous day. I definitely will. You know what I'm saying? About to get out here in this world. Shit. The way things supposed to be. And you know, been doing this for years, man. Shit don't change. Doing this for years. Explain why you don't have to pay the money back. Well, in one instance, you have what they call forgiveness loans. Look that up for your homework. In other instances, you have grants. Okay, that's opportunities that's allotted to people where they don't have to pay back because people have lobbied for people such as yourself, if you meet the criteria where that money is due you because of people that you help vote into office. In other instances, due to the pandemic, it's money that's being given away as a form of relief if your business has been hurt. In other instances, monies are given to you as an individual, okay, because people that you have or have not lobbied for to get into office recognize the distress that you may be in, and if you fit that certain demographic, those monies would be allotted to you as well. So there's business reasons, personal reasons, educational reasons, medical reasons, and you may fall into those demographics. So our job is to let you know the demographic that you fall into, or the step or two away you may be from being part of that demographic, that those monies are available to. And you need to take advantage of all monies that you don't have to pay back. But we're not really in the know because like people like myself, I don't do videos on gossip and talk about, did you hear this about this person or hear this about that person? I don't build a brand based on that. So a lot of us, we watch those brands, and then our mind is so saturated with gossip and conspiracy and negativity that we've missed the boat on studying and being aware or being in the know of the information that can impact us and help us progress. Okay, so when it comes down the pike and you didn't hear me or see me, you have all the skeptics that come in the chat, don't believe it and call it rhetoric. That was like one of the dumbest comments I've seen ever. Like rhetoric. But anyway, I've answered these questions. Let's get to it. Just, you know, don't misappropriate your time and stop exchanging time for money. Do your research, do your studying, and you'll make it happen. Blessings in abundance. I'll talk to you guys soon. Prepare for the next Rolls Royce diary.